land of Wilt and Kareem and Magic. It's Los Angeles, California, and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams.
And Ed, when you think about greatness, you think about this franchise has 16 titles. That's the second highest number in the NBA, but they're making the right moves to hopefully get to 17 soon.
Let's see if this Lakers franchise can recapture the glory. We're ready to go in this one. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Livingston gets it in the left corner. Porzingis to Shaun Livingston. Porzingis to Shaun Livingston. Able to convert in.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Rose into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To McCollum. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
C.J. McCollum trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Livingston to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. 24-second violation. Trying to cash in. Rosie's shot no good. Los Angeles, they have it. To the rim, lays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rose into the front court. They trail by 1. To McCollum. Screen coming. McCollum. Livingston to Zach LaVine. To Porzingis. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Rose into the front court. They're down 3. To Cantor. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Livingston across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Trailblazers with the basketball. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Siakam, guarded by Livingston. To McCollum. Pascal Siakam. To McCollum. Goes to the right side. Rose. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rare 3 for Rose. Defense was ready. A pass stolen by Portland. McCollum to Rose. Kicks it around the perimeter to Rose. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
JaVale McGee to Sean Livingston. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Sean Livingston at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Isaiah Thomas matched up with Livingston. McCollum to Marcus Morris. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Substitution being made in this one. Fred VanVleet. To Porzingis.
I told you the screen was coming.
KB, Kristaps Porzingis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
To Marcus Morris. That's no good. A bad pass there. Blazers have it. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Thomas, 4-2. Rebound taken down by Porzingis. Cephalosha guarded by Ariza. Fred VanVleet. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Trailblazers take over. McCollum. Here comes the screen. To McCollum. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. A tough make there for C.J. McCollum. Can't fault the defender on that one.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
I'm on D.
To Porzingis. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Thomas. Gets it in the right corner. McCollum. Short jumper won't go down.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return after this. It's the NBA on a Friday night, and it's on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Screen coming. Rose to Thomas. Portland down to 4 to shoot. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Fred VanVleet. For 3. And the rebound's taken by Plumlee. Rose into the front court. Down 3. Pascal Siakam to Thomas. Pascal Siakam to Rose. Beyond the arc for 3, and that's rebounded by the Lakers. To VanVleet. Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet. Rose. JaVale McGee with a piece. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 8, Zach LaVine.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To LaVine. Oh, pass stolen by Portland. And a nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Lakers ball. Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet to Zach LaVine. Down for McGee. Not that time. Rose into the front court. Down by 1. To Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. 2-4 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Fred VanVleet to Levine. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Rose into the front court. Leads 1. Thomas to Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. Los Angeles has the basketball. Fred VanVleet. Probing the defense. And he drains it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. McCollum. To Rose. And the basket good at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Rose to Cantor. And it's Cantor. He's 2 for 2 now. Lakers at the controls right now. Livingston to Porzingis. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Lets it fly from long range. Misfires. It's no good. JaVale McGee tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Levine. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Short jumper off the mark. Los Angeles, they have it. Levine. JaVale McGee to Porzingis. Deep right corner. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Rose into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To McCollum. Rose. Rebound for Porzingis. To Shaun Livingston. The drive right to the basket. And it's a Blazer rebound. Rose into the front court. It's a 1-point game as we approach halftime. Lakers ball. Levine to Sean Livingston. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Kristaps Porzingis with the block. Long key from three-quarters court. First half in the books. The Lakers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Thomas into the front court. His guys down 3. Pascal Siakam to Rose. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. It's Isaiah Thomas. And McGee there for the rebound. Livingston to bring it up. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Levine goes to the left side. Fires the 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Rose guarded by Livingston to Thomas. Pascal Siakam to Thomas. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Pascal Siakam gets it in the left corner. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Levine. To Porzingis. Over to the right side. Has a look. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Rose into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. Cantor to Rose. 4-3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Livingston across the timeline. Up 6. Has a chance. The shot by Livingston, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Thomas. To Rose. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Livingston to Porzingis. Levine. McGee powers it through. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Rose to McCollum. Rose to McCollum. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
KP, Kristaps Porzingis. Looking good. 4 for 5.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Rose to McCollum. JaVale McGee pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And he finishes at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Portland has the ball. McCollum to Rose. Trying to cash in. He connects with the step back.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Monk picked up by Derrick Rose. To Porzingis. From the outside, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Levine. To Porzingis. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Kristaps Porzingis. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Thomas with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. McCollum to Thomas. Here comes the screen. Thomas to McCollum. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't. Thomas across the timeline. Right now, down 7. To McCollum. Has a chance. Shot by McCollum won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Livingston. Swings it. Knocked loose. It's Portland ball. McCollum to Thomas. To McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. Thomas. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Livingston to bring it up. Lead stands at 7. To Porzingis. Short jumper stays out. Thomas into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Here comes the screen to Marcus Morris. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Thomas with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Kristaps Porzingis able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Nice pass to get things going. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Lakers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the third quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
Portland's got it. Cantor to Thomas. C.J. McCollum. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
To Porzingis. Scores from the post.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
McCollum with the basketball. Down 6. Isaiah Thomas, guarded by Livingston. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And buries a baseline J. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Thomas, the pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. McCollum. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Livingston to Zach LaVine. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Can't connect on the first free throw. No good. Missed them both. Livingston across the timeline. It's a 9-point lead. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Rose to McCollum. Down low Plumlee. JaVale McGee swats it. Fourth this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Rose into the front court. His guys down 11. Pascal Siakam to McCollum. Has a look. McCollum with a shot, no good. Livingston to bring it up. He'll run the offense to Levine. Mason Plumlee snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Lakers at the controls right now. Livingston to Zach LaVine. Sizing up the defense.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
LaVine. McGee's shot misses. Rose into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. Portland has 4 to shoot. JaVale McGee sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
JaVale McGee. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Livingston against the former MVP. To LaVine. Nothing going here on that drive. LaVine. Pascal Siakam, great feed. Kristaps Porzingis sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Pascal Siakam to McCollum. Has a chance. He's looking for that touch. JaVale McGee. Down to 5 on the 24. Zach LaVine. Smothering D. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Trailblazers take over. Rose to McCollum. Rose. To McCollum. Trying to cash in. McCollum shot off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Now here's an intentional foul. So free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. McCollum into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Curling inside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Pascal Siakam trying to cash in on the three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Oh, he can't connect. The Lakers get the victory as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers added a win with today's solid victory. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense. And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. The Trailblazers put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Game track. Blocks.
The Los Angeles Lakers did an incredible job defensively in this game, particularly with their shot blocking. They were able to consistently apply pressure, not just with the hand in the face, but with the hand on the ball.
Player of the game.
Kristaps Porzingis put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
Welcome to Oracle Arena. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, final year for the oldest building in the NBA, but no doubt, over these decades, there's been no shortage of excitement.
Oh, when I think about Run TMC, you think about the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and then the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond.
As good as it gets. The opening tip controlled by the Warriors. And we're underway in the final year at the Oracle. Warriors have the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Hield. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buddy Hield. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 86% from the line. Knocks down the first. Second and 3. Got it. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Houston with the basketball. Beal to Jokic. Probing the defense. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His team up by 1. To Hield. 5 seconds to shoot. Buddy Hield. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Jokic to Dragic. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot won't go. Wiggins to Walker. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Jokic to Dragic. To Beal. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Walker to Whiteside. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Beal to Jokic. Oh, he had it. Walker into the front court. Leads just a point. Fires the three, and the Rockets have the rebound. To Dragic. To Beal. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. His first effort off the mark. Into the front court, it's Walker. Leads 1. To Wiggins. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic missed his first. That one goes.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Nothing going here on that drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. It's Rockets ball. Beal, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. For 3. Oh, he hits the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Golden State at the controls to Hield. Probing the defense to Crawford. To Hield. Fires the 3. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Second and 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. And now Houston has the basketball. Sizing up the defense to Powell. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
To Hield. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping him.
Beal to Jokic. Here comes the screen. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Beal, leaving no doubt, slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Rockets have the ball. Jokic to Patty Mills. Screen coming. Jokic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Houston takes over. Corner 3 at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Warriors with the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Dragic. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Whiteside. Buddy Hield to Wiggins. Here comes the screen. Not going to have it this time.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Kyle Kuzma swats it. Dragic into the front court. They trail by 2. Rozier with it. He'll run the offense. To Wiggins. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Old school equals high percentage.
Dragic with the basketball. Down 4. Kuzma to Patty Mills. Off the mark. Well contested.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Buddy Hield to Rozier. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Beal. To Jokic. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. To Wiggins. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Rockets in control of the basketball. Curling inside. Bradley Beal. He's now 4 for 6.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Walker with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Whiteside. Crawford can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Beal down low. Jokic for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Houston with the basketball. To Dragic. Surveys the floor. Beal. That's how you defend.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Walker. Off the mark. No good. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Bradley Beal trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Add one more to his total. Possession lies with Golden State. Walker to Wiggins. Takes stock of the floor. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Nothing going here on that drive. Beal to Jokic. Ingram defended by the Canadian Wiggins. Has a look. A shot no good there for Ingram. The follow won't go either. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Kuzma to Beal. Screen coming. Beal to Jokic. Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Walker to Hield. To Wiggins. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Screen coming. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Warriors basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. Probing the defense. To Kemba Walker. Add 2 points to the board.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Walker into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Channing Frye has got 2 shots coming for his career 82%. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Bradley Beal with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. You can count that one a 4-point play. Long heave from 3/4 court. We've reached halftime with the Rockets out in front. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Rockets worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Warriors are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Field goals.
What you see on the screen is how this team put itself at a disadvantage. They definitely have some adjustments to make for the second half. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Rockets ball.
Screen coming, screen coming.
probing the defense. Dragic to Beal. Rises for the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys trail by 10. Beal to Dragic. Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Ingram at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. Oh, he can't connect. Walker to Whiteside. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Hassan Whiteside trying to cash in on a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Screen coming. Slams it down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Warriors have the basketball. Walker to Wiggins. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Beal. That's good D. Shot no good. Walker with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Screen coming. Walker to Whiteside. Brandon Ingram with the block. And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot 2. Hassan Whiteside at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Dragic with it. His team on top by 8. Kemba Walker guarded by Beal. To Dragic. Not that time. It's Golden State basketball. Walker to Hield. Andrew Wiggins, 3 for 6 now.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Beal to Dragic. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Buddy Hield to Wiggins. Gets it in the right corner. Walker. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Gets it in the left corner. To Beal. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Mills in possession. It's an 8-point lead. Warriors have the basketball. Wiggins to Rozier. Sizing up the defense. To Crawford. Nothing going here on that drive. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Patty Mills. Greg Monroe. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Crawford to Rozier. To Crawford. Rozier. Misfires. It's no good. Jokic has it against the former #1 pick. They get it down to Ingram. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Crawford to Rozier. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Rozier. Down to 5 on the 24. Wiggins to Rozier. Here's a chance from long range. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. And now Houston has the basketball. Patty Mills to Jokic. Screen coming. Jokic curling inside. And a throwdown.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Rozier into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Crawford. Wiggins. Nikola Jokic with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Powell. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic matched up with Wiggins. To Patty Mills from long range. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Here's the step back. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down, and the Rockets way out in front. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the 4th quarter. The defending champs, Jay, getting all they can handle here at the Oracle.
You don't see this very often. They've come in and put up one heck of a fight. But it doesn't matter if you don't get a check in that win count.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The mark at the line. Rockets have the ball. Patty Mills to Kyle Kuzma. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Kuzma can't connect. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His club's staring up.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Crawford.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Got it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Walker into the front court. Trailing by 10. To Crawford. Walker. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Trying to cash in. Goran Dragic. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Walker to Whiteside. Wiggins and strokes it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Dragic into the front court. The lead stands at 10. Nothing going here on that drive. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. To Crawford. Kemba Walker, guarded by Beal. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Walker, now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Here comes the screen. Beal to Dragic. Deep left corner. Working hard on the glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nothing going here on that drive. Walker over to the right side. To Kemba Walker. Shot clock winding down. To Hield. Not that time. Dragic with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Buddy Hield to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dragic to Beal. They go to Jokic down low. Hassan Whiteside snatching it out of the air. Golden State at the controls. Walker to Wiggins. Surveys the floor. To Walker. Wide open look, won't go. Dragic with it. They lead it by 14. Jokic to Kyle Kuzma. Won't go. Wiggins to Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out. Kuzma to Dragic. Nikola Jokic. He's now 4 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Walker to Hield. To Wiggins.
Let's cut him.
5 to shoot. Walker. Kemba Walker is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 83% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. Houston takes over. Dragic to Jokic. Takes stock of the floor. Nikola Jokic. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Walker with the basketball. Down by 15. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Whiteside. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Trailing by 15. Nothing going here on that drive. To Walker. To Whiteside. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Rockets in control of the basketball. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets put together a nice win here today, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high-percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. The Warriors put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
We welcome you to Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the alarm clock here in South Beach can hit you like a ton of bricks.
It can, especially if you're out the night before, Ed, which a lot of players have been, quote-unquote, known to do. Let's see if they show up tonight.
Gotta find the energy. Gotta get ready. This one's about to get underway. Celtics have it to Bagley. Screen coming. To Russell.
Screen.
Deep left corner. He connects off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here in South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Kenneth Faried tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Wade, defended by the UConn product. Superman, Dwight Howard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Celtics have it. Russell to Towns. Pass stolen by Miami. Karl Anthony Towns sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Eric Gordon at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Into the front court comes Rondo. Looking to make something happen. To Faried. They work it down to Barnes. Swings it to Fareed. Defense making the ball handler work. Shot clock winding down. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. To Russell. Towns matched up with Howard. Gordon to the basket, but a shot no good. Rondo into the front court. They trail by 1. To Fareed. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Russell. Here comes the screen. Five seconds to shoot. To Russell. Fires the three. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. Here's Rondo with it. Down a point. To Howard. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Nothing going here on that drive. Russell to Bagley. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Won't go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Russell to Rudy Gay. Boston with 4 to shoot. Shot by Russell off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Howard. Shot from the lane won't go. Jackson with it. Leads 3. Here comes the screen. Jackson to Stevenson. Shot clock winding down. It's Howard, the rebound. Rondo with the basketball. They're down 3. To Fareed. Korver. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Nice pass to set things up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Down 5. To Wade. Down to Fareed. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Here comes the screen. Goes reverse to lay it in.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Wade. To Fareed. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Jackson with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Stevenson to Reggie Jackson. Gordon matched up with Howard. To Jackson. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
He'd have the basketball. Rondo takes on Eric Gordon. To Howard. Won't go down. Jackson with it. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Reggie Jackson, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. The Celtics have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rondo into the front court. They trail by 7. To Korver. From the outside, no good. Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. Cauley Stein to Towns. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Cauley Stein to Towns. A drive, but he can't get it to go. Korver. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Boston with the basketball. To the basket goes Jackson, but his shot won't fall. Korver to Lopez. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. To Reggie Jackson. Down to Cauley Stein. Kicks it around the perimeter to Stevenson. And he buries it.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on their previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
That's going to be out of bounds off of Rondo. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Russell into the front court. Leads 5. Towns to Rudy Gay. Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. Miami's got it. Fareed guarded by Towns. And he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Russell with it up top. Up by 3. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Driving right to the basket. Rondo to the basket, but he can't finish. Rudy Gay to Russell.
Left.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harrison Barnes powers it through.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Russell into the front court. Leads just a point. Here comes the screen. Russell up against the 8-time All-Star. Tough make through traffic.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Down to Fareed. Scores from the post. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
For Boston, number 35. And number 10, Eric Gordon.
Russell. They get it down for Towns. Big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Miami with the basketball. Screen coming. Rondo against Karl Anthony Towns. To Barnes. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. And a pass stolen by Boston.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Runner here won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Russell with it up top. His team up by 1.
Green, get over.
To Rudy Gay. Nice pass to get things going.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Dwayne Wade to Fareed. Can't connect from inside. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Russell to Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. 2 of 4 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Wade. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Down low Towns. Oh, I missed a short one there. Here's Rondo with it. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Karl Anthony Towns snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. the basket at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Long heave from three-quarters court. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Heat in front.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
It's Wade.
I got ball. That's me.
To Fareed.
I got ball.
Russell into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. To Towns, down low. Karl Anthony Towns, 3 for 6 now.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Rondo against Gordon. To Howard. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Rudy Gay. Here comes the screen. To Bagley. Off the mark.
Ball. He's flashing, bump him.
Curling inside and scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Celtics have it. To Bagley. Great dish to set it up. Trying to cash in. Russell with a shot, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Fareed to Harrison Barnes. Dwayne Wade. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Gordon with it. The deficit now up to 5. Kenneth Fareed with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Dwayne Wade rocking the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Russell with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. Here comes the screen. Gordon, defended by Howard. And the rebounds grabbed by Fareed. Rondo with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. To Howard. You've got to get that one to go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Towns to Russell. Here comes the screen. Russell matched up with Howard. Down to 5 on the 24. Almost, but no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Rondo up against Rudy Gay. To Howard. Defense making the ball carrier work. Deep left corner. Wade to Howard. Nothing going here on that drive. And the slam. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
In the game for the Boston Celtics, number 11.
Russell to Stevenson.
Screen.
To Russell.
Watch that cut.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. D'Angelo Russell. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Lays it up and in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Celtics have it. Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. It goes down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Into the front court comes Rondo. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. To Korver. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Has a look. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Here comes the screen.
Screen coming your way.
Has a chance. Shot by Russell off the mark. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Heat with the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Another follow. No good. Rondo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Howard. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Reggie Jackson looking good. 4 for 5.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Howard. Five to shoot for Miami. Howard. That out of his range and no good. Ball's controlled by Boston. Russell. Sizing up the defense to Jackson. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Not going down for him this time. And he's going to the free throw line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Rajon Rondo at the line for 2 shots. He wants this number up, 60% career free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Russell into the front court. The deficit is 6. Pass stolen by Miami.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Nothing going here on that drive. Jackson to Russell. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Cleans it up. Karl Anthony Towns. 4 out of 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Lopez. Barnes. It's Boston with the rebound. Russell with it up top. Now down 6. Jackson to Towns. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. Korver to Barnes. And the basket good at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Russell into the front court. Down 6 to Towns. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Here comes the screen. LeVert against Karl Anthony Towns. To Harrison Barnes. Rondo buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Rudy Gay. Knocked loose. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Bagley. Able to convert inside.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Rondo with the basketball. Up 5. To Barnes. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Russell with it up top. Down 5. They get it down for Towns. Kenneth Faried able to recover with the block. Celtics keep possession.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in the...
Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Trying to cash in. Rondo off the mark. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's the Heat with the possession. Rondo takes on Eric Gordon. To Howard. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Bagley. The Heat have the rebound. To Faried. To Bagley. Towns. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Leads 3. Screen coming to Harrison Barnes. Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Straight on 3 at the buzzer. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they dig into their bag of tricks trying to draw up the game winner. quarters in the books. We have a tie ball game. Overtime begins, and away we go. Gordon, guarded by Howard. Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go. Rudy Gay slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Rondo against Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns pins it. Tight space with the crossover. Rudy Gay to Towns. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. And he knocks it down, Jay.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Wade. To Fareed. Off the assist.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Russell into the front court. 2-point advantage. To Bagley. That's toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Gordon with it. Leads a bucket. To Towns. Strokes it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rondo into the front court, trailing by 4. To Howard. Trying to cash in. Harrison Barnes. 3 for 6 now.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. To Russell. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Runner's good there.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Boston with the basketball. To Russell. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Shot from in close, no good. This for double OT. It's a victory here for the Celtics. They needed overtime, but they win it by 2. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics clock some overtime for today's win. Teams show their heart in the extra minutes, and it was clearly on display in this matchup. What a great game. It was definitely a thriller. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. After such a narrow loss.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the six.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved. Up. Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Paul to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Danny Green guarded by Bellinelli. And that's rebounded by Randall. Memphis, they've got it. Wall. Screen coming. Down low to Cousins. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To Batum. DeMarcus Cousins missed his first. That one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Danny Green. Millsap with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want.
That pass taken away by Toronto. He was hacked. They let it go. DeMarcus Cousins, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Paul to Gasol. Julius Randle sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Julius Randle. Danny Green to Gasol. The jumper's off the mark. Grizzlies own the basketball. Wall. Screen coming. To Julius Randle. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Wall. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Paul into the front court. They're down 3. They'll work it down to Millsap. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Memphis with the rock. Wall against Chris Paul. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now Paul with the basketball. Down 4. To Mikal Bridges. Gasol. Knocked loose. Danny Green. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Wall. Here comes the screen. To Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Paul sizing up Cousins. Has a chance. Cousins to Wall. DeMarcus Cousins looking good. 4 for 5.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Bradley to Paul. Bradley to Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Wall picked up by Paul. To Julius Randle. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Sexton down low for Davis. Had a chance, but it's no good. Paul to Bradley. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
With a drop step. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Paul with it up top. Down 8 to Millsap. Defense making the ball carrier work. Can't connect from inside. Sexton to Wall. Nothing going here on that drive. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. Wall. And Millsap there to get the rebound. Paul across the timeline. Margins 8. Not that time. To Wall. Sexton. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ed Davis at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
The screen sets him up for 2. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
John Wall trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Grizzlies are way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Grizzlies ball. Wall to Cousins. Takes stock of the floor. Sexton, they work it down to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's now 5 for 6.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here comes the screen. Bradley. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. Wall in the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Has a look. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Screen coming. Bradley. Missed it. To Wall. Ed Davis to Wall. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Wall with it up top. The lead is 15. Danny Green. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Marvin Williams. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Wall across the timeline. His guy's up by 15. To Nick Batum. To Wall. Nothing going here on that drive. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. It's Wall. Not that time. Toronto has the basketball. Bradley to Danny Green. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Here comes the screen. Down low, Boogie. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Bradley to Danny Green. To Mikal Bridges. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Memphis, they've got it. Wall to Cousins. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. To Batum. Able to convert inside. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can barrel his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Paul against the 5-time All-Star. To Danny Green. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Marc Gasol with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Short jumper off the mark. Paul into the front court. Trailing by 15. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Wall, pass to Cousins, down low. Sizing up the defense. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Paul into the front court. Down by 15. To Gasol. Can't connect. Into the front court. It's Wall. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. Paul the rebound. Can't miss those. Nothing going here on that drive. To Julius Randle. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Julius Randle, couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Randle To Wall. Down low to Cousins. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket. Now Paul with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the screen. Paul to Gasol. Slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Wall to Cousins. And he buries it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Paul with it up top. Down a bundle. To Mikal Bridges. Paul against the former #1 pick. He buries it off the step back.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Memphis with the rock. Wall matched up with Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. To Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Danny Green. Marc Gasol, 3 for 6 now.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Paul across the timeline. His guys down big. To Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Cousins. Here comes the screen. Cousins. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Mikal Bridges to Gasol. Marc Gasol, 4 out of 7.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Wall against Chris Paul. To Cousins. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Paul to Danny Green. To Paul. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Cousins. Nice pass to set things up. And scores. Strong take.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
To Mikal Bridges. Gasol. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Paul in a matchup with Boogie. Five to shoot for Toronto. Chance for Chris Paul. Just off the mark. To Nick Batum. Cousins. Trying to cash in. Doesn't get the bounce. Danny Green sizing up Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins pins it. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. They work it down to Cousins. Paul Millsap sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Cousins. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. It's Boogie for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Paul to Millsap. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance? Not today.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
The pass set it all up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Paul to Bradley. Here comes the screen. DeMarcus Cousins swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And he buries it.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Paul. Fires the three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first.
Oh, you've been in the gym, huh?
Hits a second. One more coming. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. To Cousins. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. And stuffs it home.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Paul matched up with Bellinelli. That misses with a second to go. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Bradley. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Bradley shot no good. Batum to Colin Sexton. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. And the rebound taken by Millsap. Paul to Bradley. To Paul. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Paul. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. The Raptors able to clear the board. To Paul. And a throwdown.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Sexton to Davis, down low. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Ed Davis has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Probing the defense. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
looks good there.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Sexton to Davis. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Toronto with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Here's CP3. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Sexton. They go down to Davis. Gasol with the rebound. Paul into the front court. Down a bundle. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
As a player, this doesn't always happen, but it's a beautiful thing when everybody is allowed to be on the same page. Scouting report is being executed. You're being efficient with your jump shooting. Your passes are crisp. You're listening to the coach on the sideline, and everything is working your way. You have to really appreciate these type of moments in the game of basketball.
Mikal Bridges. It's Grizzlies ball. Randall to Batum. Here comes the screen. To Davis. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Mikal Bridges. To Paul. Count the bucket for 2.
And all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Wall matched up with Paul. Toronto has the basketball. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Surveys the floor. Mikal Bridges. They get it down to Paul. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Wall into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Paul up against John Wall. To Mikal Bridges. Paul to Millsap. From long range. No good. Memphis, they've got it. Wall to Davis. Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Danny Green. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Paul, great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Wall, guarded by CP3. To Nick Batum. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Grizzlies get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Grizzlies got themselves a win here today. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. The Grizzlies relied on these guys for their scoring here today. The Raptors put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The Memphis Grizzlies showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
DeMarcus Cousins put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.